This guide will show you how I get 600 XP for every 100 bone shards. So if you have like bone statuettes or sun-kissed bones in your bank, you can turn them into bone shards by using a chisel on them. And you actually can do it really quickly, like how you would do seeds in plant pots. Like wop, 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 but I'm just going slow here because I think I'm nervous filming. And you can do any bones in the game, they just have to be blessed first. So if you use a chisel on a regular bone, it won't work. So let's head over to the exposed altar at the Teomat. There's a couple different ways to get there. Those statues around Varlamore are from the Pendant of the Eights. And then also, if you have Renew unlocked, you automatically get the Teomat unlocked. It just looks like little mountains on the left side. So let's just go up to the top of the pyramid and use the bones on the altar, and then we'll be able to chisel them. One thing that's really nice about this spot is you can bring a ton of noted bones with you and talk to this guy Varlamore. He'll unnote the bones for 10 coins each. Oh, and ignore my inventory. Like, a perfect one would be just your big stack of bones and your chisel and coins. Alright, so next we need to make the jugs of Blessed Sunfire Wine. There's a bunch of different ways to get Sunfire Splinters in Varlamore. You can also buy them on the Grand Exchange. Since you don't need a ton of them, I suggest doing it through the antelopes, but I'm a bit biased because I just really enjoy Hunter. Next, we need to get some wine. You can just make wine yourself or get it from Fortunato and Draenor, but I like buying at this bar in Aldarium because there's a deposit box right by it and you can buy a lot of wine at once. I think it's a bit faster. Each jug of wine needs 2 Sunfire Splinters, and each jug of wine will cover like the use of 400 bone shards. So just divide your total bone shards by 400 to figure out how many jugs of wine you need. I'm gonna make like 80 because if you get a decimal, you should just round up to the next whole number. Alright, so when you get back, you gotta remember to bless your wine up at the top of the pyramid, because if you forget, you get less XP. So like, inevitably, you can't fit 80 wines in your inventory, so you're gonna have to come back, and like, I've forgotten to bless the wine before, so like now I really just pay attention, make sure I'm getting 600 XP each time, because if I'm not, I missed a step. Alright, let's go, sacrifice the blessed wines at the Libation Pool. It's a bit easier to do with your roofs off. So basically, this is the Libation Pool. It's in this little room, and you just use your wine on it, your jug of Blessed Sunfire Wine, and then you use the Blessed Bone Shards on it, and you can either just AFK or spam click, and it uses 100 bone shards per click. Well, about that, I'm wearing the prayer boots you get from Shades of Morton here, but they're a bit confusing because it's kind of like a percentage each time. I didn't fully understand it, but they do have a benefit, but I wouldn't say it's major. And it's like definitely not worth getting the outfit just for this, but like I just enjoy the Shades of Morton minigame, so I have the boots. You can restore your prayer over at that sun altar, because you need at least 2 points of prayer each time you make a sacrifice and bask at the Shrine of Raylos. But if you have a couple of friends with you that have Moonlight Moth jars, they can release them, and then they'll restore your prayer for you.
Make sure your accept aid is turned on, so you can just go into search and settings and type in aid, and make sure it has the green check mark. And your prayer should go up 22 each time.
And another one.
Let's go.
This is such big XP. I don't like.
Oh, this is insane XP.
Another one. And another one. Thank